I've been all around the world. Every city, every place. Always been a restless girl. But now there's a wind of change. I've never ever felt this way. Longing for you, pick up the phone. Catching a flight, I'm coming home. Back to the place I've always known. Home.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you are new, my name is Shannan, and today I am here with a Walt Disney World / America / Sephora Disney outlets haul. If I sound a little bit like bunged up with a cold, that's because I am. I'm actually filming this on, I think it's Saturday. It is Saturday, and we landed back on Wednesday morning. But for the last couple of days of our Florida trip, I was starting to feel a little bit under the weather, just feel yucky. But I did want to just get this video filmed because obviously I've got all this stuff like waiting to show you guys before I like put it in its place or we start using it and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to get this filmed for you guys, so I hope you don't mind me sounding a little bit yucky. Hopefully you'll just enjoy seeing the stuff anyway. So yes, let's get into the video. I haven't bought, well, when I was out there, it didn't feel like I bought loads and loads and loads, especially compared to our last trip back in 2020. You guys may have seen that haul. Let me know in the comments below if you did watch that other one because I'd love to know. But yeah, it doesn't feel like I've got as much this trip. However, when we were coming home and trying to pack it, it did still feel like a lot. So first of all, I think I'm going to start with like the freebie stuff, just because, you know, I've got it here and it's just freebie stuff that anyone can get. My favourite little freebie thing, and that is Buzz's first visit badge. Now, you can get these pin badges from your hotel reception if you're staying on site, but you can also pick them up at so many different spots around the parks at guest relations, or sometimes the little kiosks where you buy like pins and stuff around the parks. You can get them, and they did just put the date on. I wasn't sure if I'd have actually preferred for them to have his name on, but do you know what? We know his name, he knows his name, and it's got the date of his first visit, so we will know it's his. And I'm going to make him like a little memory, either like a shadow box frame like I did for our trip before, or just a memory box or something like that. I'm not too sure, but either way, we've got his first visit badge, and this is free. It was also Ollie's 30th birthday whilst we were out there, and he actually ended up getting, oh my gosh, this one's full of sand, but he actually ended up getting 3 birthday badges. This person put Ollie 30th on there with a little Mickey over the eye. This person put Oliver and some little Mickey balloons, but it's all rubbed off. This person put 30 ears. Haha, I like that. Oliver with a little Mickey. And basically the reason he got so many is because whenever we went out, he would like forget to wear it. But we went out a couple of times, like say on his birthday, he got one because he wasn't wearing one, and I was like, it's your actual birthday, like you should be wearing one. And like for his birthday meal, he hadn't taken one. And yeah, when we were getting Buzzes, the woman was like, are you celebrating anything else? I was like, well, we're celebrating his birthday. And he wasn't wearing it, so she made him one. It's handy to wear them because it's really lovely when you're wearing them around the parks. You get loads of cast members kind of saying happy birthday, and on our trip before we were wearing the happily ever after ones because we got married when we were out there. And yeah, we got so many like little freebies and just the really lovely treatment from cast members and stuff, which you get anyway, but it just feels that extra bit special, especially if you are celebrating like Ollie was. Like, it's just a really nice little touch. I actually love this freebie. So this was from the Coach store at Disney Springs, and basically there was a bag in there that I really wanted, but it was quite expensive, and I didn't actually end up getting it, but I do have big regrets now. But yeah, we went in and it was like quite late at night and we were the only ones in there, and they really took a shining to Buzz. Buzz is like such a happy smiley baby, like on the most part, and so every time I walk into a shop or anything like that, he's normally grinning, and like people always just obviously comment on it and like take a shining to him. So because of that, they gave us some stickers in this little cardboard pouch thing, and they are actually like really lovely stickers. They are like the kind of Vault vintage Walt Disney World Coach designs, so many different ones, and I really like them. Next, I have got some park maps. Now we did start trying to collect them at the beginning of the day in each park. Like Ollie kept picking them up for me because he knows I love this kind of thing, for like the memories, and I used them before for the shadow box I made, etc. However, that's not really the idea, because if you're having them in your bag or in the bottom of the buggy like we were, like at the beginning of a park day, they're gonna get messed up, like they're gonna get creased, they're gonna get soggy from like a rainstorm or from a leaky water bottle or something like that. We actually picked up this full set in the gift shop in our resort hotels. That is my top tip. Just check your shop at your hotel, because if you're staying on site, I think mostly they will have them in there and then you can just put them straight in your room. We did have a Typhoon Lagoon one somewhere, so I'll have to find where that is, but yeah, all the park maps. We picked up an Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival like guidebook map, kind of just tells you like some of the merch that's available, tells you what entertainment's available, what stands there are, what they're selling at the stands, and yeah, we did try a few different snacks and a few different drinks and things like that, and we really enjoyed just walking around, so you'll see that from the vlogs hopefully. But yeah, we just picked one of these up because obviously it was on whilst we were there. Another little freebie we got is this Fun on the Riviera little kind of, I would say postcard, but it's just like a print, and we got this when we went for breakfast at Topolino Terrace, and yeah, it's just got like the character signatures printed on the back there. We also got given this. We went to a DVC like showroom apartment thing. I've got my little print that they gave me, and this just says stay magical year after year, Disney Vacation Club, just like on the back here. But yeah, it's just this little print, and it was Riviera rooms that they were trying to kind of sell, so yeah, that's what we got, and it's really, really cute. I love this artwork. When we checked in, we were staying at All Star Music Resorts, and we were given this little map of the resort. We were told what room number we had, what building we were, and he circled it for us so we knew where to go. We actually had a really, really great positioning for our room. The kind of lobby, like where the buses were, was here. The lobby and like the restaurant and the main pool were here, and we were just there, and we were like around the back, so we weren't facing the pool, so we didn't get the noise of the pool and like everyone walking past constantly. But yeah, it was a really nice quick walk back from the buses, back from the food court, from the lobby, etc. Just a really great position. It was a preferred room, which I didn't pay for. We were really kindly upgraded by Attraction Tickets, who we booked through, because there was a slight like misunderstanding or a mistake or whatever with the booking, but they kind of, you know, rectified it the best they could by giving us a preferred room, which was really, really nice. We got lots of different stickers, again Riviera. We got these actually on our last trip too. Cast members just sometimes hand these to you when you walk past them. We've actually got loads of the Riviera ones. I think we got more when we went to that room tour thing. I don't know when we got given this one, to be honest. We've got a little Mickey one. In Epcot, I think this is part of the KidCot thing, which we didn't do, but they gave us this little one when we went into Germany. It's got a little sticker on that little information card there. And then this one, actually, I teared up when we got given it, which I know sounds so silly. It's literally a sticker. I just got Buzz up and handed him over to Daddy Daycare. So I'm going to crack back on. I can't even remember where I was. Oh, I was telling the story about this little sticker. You guys are probably thinking, Shan, you're a million minutes in and all you've shown me are scraps of papers and stickers. But do you know what? This sticker I'm going to tell you about, because it's just like the Disney magic. Basically, we were on a boat. We left Magic Kingdom one morning, and we did quite a lot of like resort hopping and just kind of stepping out of the parks like in the peak of the day where it was like really hot, really busy, and just heading over to some resorts to kind of check those out, have some lunch there, and just have like a little breather away from the parks before kind of heading back in for the evening. One day we were getting the little boat from Magic Kingdom to Wilderness Lodge, and the boat driver, captain fellow, saw me with my camera, I think, or maybe it was Ollie. One of us were filming like going along the water and like trying to see like the Magic Kingdom and stuff with the water, and he like kind of positioned the boat, and he like saw us in the mirror, and he was like, if I stop here you'll get a really great shot of the castle and the water. And I just thought that was really, really nice of him to like kind of change what he was doing to like help us get like a nice little photo or whatever he thought we were doing. But so that was really nice of him. And then yeah, he was just giving like a nice little tour whilst we were on the boat, like giving information and stuff. And then when we stepped off the boat, I think he saw that like we were having like, Buzz was being like good. It was, I don't think there was really like particular drama, but like it's a handful, like with your pram, with your toddler, with all your bags, with the camera and all of that. And I think he kind of saw that, and I don't know, like as we were getting off, he said something, I don't even remember to be honest with you, but he handed me this and it was just like a little watercraft sticker from his boat, and he didn't give one to anyone else getting off the boat. And I don't know, it was just like the way that he kind of made that experience really lovely. That was something that from our trip before we felt like cast members did a whole lot more, whereas this time it felt like you still got like the really like old school lovely kind of loved their job cast members. There are a few that like stuck in mind, and I did do cast compliments for all of those, which you can do on the My Disney Experience app, and I would definitely recommend doing it if you do have like a really great experience with a cast member. It's just a way to like let Disney know that they're doing a good job and that, you know, they helped make your day more magical. So I did like thank all of those that way. But yeah, it was just really nice for him to kind of take that. It was like as we were stepping off, we were kind of all offline, he went, oh, one moment, and he like handed it to me, and I was like, thank you. Like, I don't know, it's just a sticker, and I don't think I've explained it very well, but it was a really special moment. And yeah, back can go in Buzzy's little scrapbook. I think that's like freebies done with, I think. The next thing I will show you used to be a bloody freebie, and now Disney charged for it. It is a resort mug. So this is our resort mug. The lid wasn't on properly, and the design has changed since we were there in 2020. The lid is now this like Mickey lid. It does feel a little bit more leak proof than the previous ones. The other ones leaked quite easily, whereas this feels like a little bit less so, but when we tipped it upside down with drinking, it still did just come out, so like it's not fully safe in your bags or anything like that. These used to be free on the Disney dining plan, and what it is it is a refillable resort mug. So in all the Disney resorts there are like, you know, like soda fountains where they've got like Minute Maid lemonade, which I love. They've got like Coke Zero, Sprite, Fanta, like root beer, vitamin water, normal water, like ice, and some other random ones. And I think if you go to slightly different resorts, sometimes they do have slight variations. We'd get very excited when we went to a resort at lunchtime and they had a different drink option on their machine. But basically last time we pretty much just kept this in our room and just had it at breakfast and like after we got back from the parks and stuff. But this time we would use it for that, but we also took it with us, like empty usually, because we didn't want it to spill. But for when we popped out at lunch and went to one of the other hotels for lunch, then we could get our drinks there as well. That is a top tip. So this cost $19.99 plus tax, and we did only get one. Ollie was like, you can't tell them that, and I was like, well, they know we're tight. But we only got one because at home, if we're out and about, we quite often just share a drink anyway, because we just do. And do you know what? I'm glad we didn't pay $40 for one each. You can go and top it up as much as you want. So yeah, we did just share one. I think if we went back like when Buzz was older, or like, you know, kids and stuff, we would have one each because we wouldn't all just be sharing one. Like that's a bit much, I suppose. But yeah, for Ollie and I, like for what we used it for, we did just get one and it was perfect. So soz if that is naughty, soz if you're judging me if you think I'm really tight, but that's what we did. Another refillable mug that we got was the Typhoon Lagoon one. This one was $12.99, and basically you can just buy it for the day that you're there, and it's $12.99 and you get to refill it. When I'm saying prices, most of the time it is also plus tax, but I don't really know the kind of tax inclusive price because it doesn't say that. It just says $12.99, then when you go to pay they've like added money on. But yeah, you can fill it up again. It's like all the sodas and yeah, soft drinks. And when you're at Typhoon Lagoon, you drink a lot. Like we were also taking like a big bottle of water around with us, or rather we'd like fill it up with ice in the morning, and because it was so hot, by the time we actually got out anywhere it was like water, but just like cold water, whereas if we just filled it up with water it'd be warm by then. So we were also drinking loads and loads of water, but yeah, it was nice to have, like, I do like a good fizzy drink, so we had this and it was, yeah, $12.99. and then for the second day that we went back it was $8.50 to reactivate it. Bloody huge, and I feel like I will use this one more in like everyday life as well, because I've pulled it out the wrong way, because it's got a straw, whereas the resort mug, like, I do love it, but it's just not like the most practical to drink out of. And I don't know, this has got a handle, so I feel like I could easily like clip it onto Buzz's pram, and yeah, take it out and about with us for a day out. I will continue on the theme of drinking vessels. The next thing we got is this. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. So Disney, if you guys haven't already realised, are celebrating their 50th anniversary right now. They brought out loads of merch. It's like their Vault collection, which is like retro Disney merch, and it's kind of like based on what would have been knocking about when they first opened as merch. And so the designs and stuff are like really retro, which you'll see a theme probably in the things I bought, kind of. I just bloody loved it. I could have bought so much of it and I didn't buy as much. Like, I was actually really restrained this trip because Disney's expensive. But we did get this little flask. So it's got this little retro Mickey on here. And then it's got like the tiki room, but it's got Jungle Cruise, and yeah, just basically all of this like retro kind of styling and rides in the castle. It's got the monorail on there and the contemporary, so like all of the like really kind of classic Disney imagery. And it comes with this little cup that you pour your drink into. So yeah, it's like a little thermoflask thing. So you take this lid off, and if it screws, yeah, and it's like insulated in there. It does seem like pretty like double walled and stuff, so hopefully it's decent. Another drinking vessel I got was this Walt Disney World mug. If you guys watched my previous haul back in 2020, you might recognize that I got a t-shirt with this exact design on. It is this yellow color with this really kind of retro Walt Disney World design on it, and I really love it, and so I got the mug version. This was, how much was this? Let me try and find out. Okay, this was $14.99, which again for Disney merch isn't too bad. For a mug, I guess it is kind of expensive, but yeah, I really like it. It's the like kind of size that I like, nice big handle. Yeah, I really like this, and I've already started using it. We actually started using this in our hotel because we had the resort mug, which is obviously nice, like you can use it for hot drinks and stuff as well, but I do like drinking out of an actual mug, and it meant it kept that free for us to have soft drinks, and we were making teas in our room, so yeah, kind of makes you feel more at home, doesn't it, to have a little proper cup. So yeah, really like that. Another Disney mug. Oh, Ollie's coming through, one sec. Talking of Disney mugs, hey, hey. Hey! Oh, you don't want to see what Ollie's having to step through right now. I've got stuff all over the floor.
You should do a little pano.
Yeah, well, pano. Have fun upstairs, boys.
Bye.
Love you, bye. Another mug that I got, this was actually from the outlets. I went to, I think it was the premium, guys, I don't know. I'm going to put it on screen what outlet it was, because I get so confused by the titles of them. But yeah, this was from the Disney Character Warehouse, and I believe this probably would have been from Epcot in like the, you know, the UK pavilion, because I don't see where else it would probably be in Disney World. But it's basically got Minnie here dressed up as the little queen, and there's like blue and red flowers around it. And then it's got this little like topiary Minnie with a United Kingdom bow, and then it says Brilliant United Kingdom. It's like scalloped around the edges with like gold detailing, and again a really nice handle. And I just thought that was lovely. Also, as I'm filming this, is literally the Jubilee weekend for our Queenie Poos. So I thought that this was really fitting, and I've already had a nice little cup of tea out of it this Jubilee weekend, and I'll be having lots more. This was, like I say, it was in the Disney Character Warehouse. It was reduced. I think it was $12.99. So still kind of spenny, but I just think it's a really beautiful mug, and there was only one other left, so I'm really glad I was able to grab that because I really like it. I do have other mugs to show you, but they're not Disney, and I don't know where to like slot things in, so I'm just going to show you them now because I'm sure you guys don't mind. But I got some mugs from, I went to TJ Maxx, which is very much the same as TK Maxx, just slightly different name, but I really went there for Ray Dunn stuff specifically. First of all, I got this mug, and it is blooming huge. It says the best is yet to come, and it is very big, and I just love Ray Dunn things. I know a lot of people don't get it, especially over here. They're like, what? Ollie was like, that mug is freaking huge, you don't need it, why? But I love it. I just really love it, and they didn't have many other ones that I liked. I got very jealous of my friend Amy. She went and she had a way more successful time. She got like 9 or something, but I only got 3, and 2 of them are seasonal, you'll see in a minute. But yeah, the best is yet to come. I have already used this also. I think this was $12.99, which again, spenny, but I liked it, so I got it. It is a Easter one. It just says bunny love, and it's like blue inside like the other one. But this was on clearance because it was Easter. Can you see that? $2. Yeah, I don't know what price it was originally, but $2. Like, we sometimes get Rae Dunn stuff here in TK Maxx, but very, very rarely, and it's normally just like the odd candle. It's not like mugs that I've seen anyway. But $2, I just thought, you can't go wrong. And I am someone who lives for seasons. Easter, Halloween, Christmas. I just want to deck my house out for every season. So we have just recently moved, and I do finally have a house I feel like I can like really kind of enjoy in that way. Last Rae Dunn mug I got is this one, again Easter, and it just says chick magnet. I just thought it was really cute, a nice yellow colour, and this was $3, this one. But yeah, they're just huge and they're just cute, and I mean, it's very Instagrammable as well, isn't it? But I love them. Last Rae Dunn thing, and the last thing we got in TJ Maxx was this candle, and it is bloody huge. Ollie was like, Shan, seriously, why? But it says sunshine on it, which that means a lot to me, like for like sentimental personal reasons. But yeah, it was quite expensive. It says it's $28 like RRP, but it was $14.99 in store, which is quite expensive. But the scent is Pineapple Passion. Oh, it's DW Home. Rae Dunn. Is it even Rae Dunn? Did I get Rae Dunn? No, it is Rae Dunn. So it's Rae Dunn and DW Home. And DW Home, you can get those in TK Maxx here, and they are my all-time fave candles that you can get here in this country in TK Maxx. Their scents are incredible. So yeah, that's probably why I thought this smelled so good. But it smells exactly like Dole Whip. It smells incredible, so that will definitely remind me of our time at Disney when I light that. Going back to some more Disney World things, I will go on to clothes, I think. So the first thing I got is this Spirit jersey. I got a black one, just a classic black and white one. I just thought this is perfect. Like, you can get away with wearing this in like everyday life. I mean, I wear my others in everyday life, but this is like a lot more subtle. Just casual black, just, you know, nice and cozy with leggings, and it's got the Walt Disney World at the back there, and I know it's probably like such like, hello?
It's me.
How did you get there?
It's around the corner.
Oh my god, Ollie just went upstairs and then he was that way in the house, but the upstairs is that way, but he must have gone out the front door and round to the back. Mind blowing. I got it with my friend's discount as well, so yeah, really happy with this t-shirt that I had like my eye on. Like, I saw this absolutely months ago, this design of t-shirt, and it just says Walt Disney World, Florida, and it's like so retro looking. It's got Goofy, Mickey, Minnie and Donald, and the colours I just think are beautiful. It's like orange and turquoise, and like kind of faded, washed out, and literally, I was looking everywhere for this. I was looking in every single shop and I couldn't ever find it. And then one night, after an evening in Epcot with our friends, we were in the Connection shop, which, by the way, the new Connection shop in Epcot is the best merch shop I think they've got out there. Like, World of Disney at Disney Springs is incredible too, but that Connection shop I just thought was so good, and maybe that's because they had the t-shirt that I wanted. So yeah, this was $24.99, but again, I got my friend's annual pass discount, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you, Nat. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that you did that, but thank you, Nat. I really do appreciate how much pennies you're able to save us. But yeah, that top I really loved. Another t-shirt I got, again, I think I used her discount, and this I got in an XL. They had loads of this knocking about in pretty much every shop, but I will say I wore it on the plane home from Florida, so it has already been washed. And first of all, my sun cream has stained it. I don't know if you can see. I think it's worse on this arm. Yeah, it's so bad. Can you see? I haven't ironed it or anything yet, but it's like get yellowy around the sleeves, so I'll have to roll the sleeves up, I suppose, when I wear it. But yeah, a bit gutting that I've stained it the first time I've worn it. But yeah, it just says Walt Disney World, and it's just a really lovely colourful design, like all the parks and stuff. But I will say, I don't think it's washed that nicely. Like, it already looks like it's been washed a million times. It's like bobbled a bit, and it was really soft when I bought it, and it's gone a bit not soft, so I don't know. But I really do like the design. and it's nice and oversized, really nice with leggings, and loads of people had this top on, and they had loads everywhere. So I'm sure if you're heading out to the park soon, you will be able to pick this up if you want to. But then it's got like the dates here that all of the different rides opened in Disney World, and I just love that. Like, I love a bit of Disney history. Next, I guess I'll just show you some little toys that we got for Buzz. So the first thing we got was this ball, and this is like the Pixar ball, and I have always wanted to have a Pixar ball. I just think they're so cool, like the colours. And this was $12.99. It is a tiny ball, to be honest, but it was really handy for the swimming pools and stuff, like in the little shallow baby bit to like throw in for Buzzy. And yeah, he really enjoyed playing with this, like even in our hotel room and stuff. So yeah, got that. We also picked up this little Buzz Lightyear figurine. Now he does have, or I rather say Ollie does have, like an original Buzz Lightyear that he had when he was a kid, that's like, you know, the proper dude. But this doesn't do any like talking or anything like that. It's just literally a figurine, and yeah, he's cute. Obviously he shares a name with Buzz, so hopefully he'll appreciate that when he's a bit older. But yeah, $9.99 and a nice little toy for Buzzy to play with. I saw this dude in where did I see it? I think I saw it in a shop in Epcot. Or was it Epcot? Or maybe it was one of the resort hotels. But anyway, I saw it one day and then I didn't see him again for absolutely ages. And he's literally, again, just a figurine. But he's Mickey Mouse in the 50th outfit. And I just think he looks so dapper. They did also have a Minnie Mouse. And yeah, when I saw him the first time, I didn't buy him. And I wish I did. And then I spent the next like few days like, I really wish I got him. And I don't even remember what shop he was in. And then one day we were in the Grand Floridian gift shop and I found him. And he was $9.99 too. I think even if he just sits on Buzz's shelf, he's really cute. Oh, look at him matching ears with me. Another lot of toys I got. This is actually missing one because I think one is in his pram in the car, but I got these Moana bath toys. I picked these up at Typhoon Lagoon, but they were also in a lot of the gift shops, and it's just in this huge bucket, which I'm sure Ollie was thrilled about us having to bring home, since he was already saying we were like short on space and stuff. I thought these would be really good for lots of things. So you've got Tamatoa, the little shiny crab from Moana. Got Maui, and he is bloody huge. He is actually so wide, like he's massive, but yeah, got a Moana, a Maui. Got a little Hey Hey, whoa. Got a little Hey Hey, who is Buzz's absolute fave. He loves birds, so yeah, this has been his favourite so far, but little Hey Hey. And then Moana as well. And yeah, it also did come with the Pua pig, which is the one that is knocking around in his pram somewhere, I think. But yeah, this huge bucket of bath toys. I got it at Typhoon Lagoon. They had it in other places. They also had loads of different themes. They had a Cars one, which I might have picked up if I'd have thought about it sooner. But it is quite like a bulky thing to get, and it was quite expensive. It was $24.99. I did luckily get my friend's discount on it. Ollie saw this and he actually has one himself, again from when he was a kid, but I think he wanted to get Buzz his own one because like the one up, you know, the one that's Ollie's is like pretty old now, and like I don't know, he wanted him to have one that he could really properly play with. And this is RC, and it was, we thought like for Disney, because the prices at Disney are extortionate for some things, but this was $29.99 and Ollie thought that was a good bargain. And to be honest, I agree, like the Buzz Lightyear was also that price, but yeah, we got a little RC car. I think we might keep this for Christmas, which I know seems like a long while away, but yeah, it's a nice like box, and when he's that a bit older, he'll appreciate like opening it. Another little toy that Buzz got, and this was actually super kindly given to him by our friends Nat and Ben, because basically we went for a couple of character breakfasts with them, and at both of them Donald Duck was there. It was like the main gang at both. We went to Topolino's and Tusker House. And at Topolino's, Buzz met all the characters, he was loving life, but when Donald came over, oh my gosh, he loved Donald Duck so much, and we were all just saying how like cute it was that he loved Donald so much. So a bit later on, like the next week, or like kind of before Nat and Ben were going home, we were in that Connections shop, and Ben like snuck off, and he came back at the end and he was like, Buzz was asleep, and he was like, oh, I went and bought this for Buzz. And I just think that is so cute, like how nice of them. So thank you so much, Nat and Ben. You were way too generous, and yeah, we really had a lovely time with you guys on holiday. So I will also say that Buzz really kindly also had $50 spending money from our friends Tor and Nath, who were also out there at the same time. So yeah, that $50 obviously, you know, paid for quite a lot of his little toys and bits and bobs that he got. So yeah, thank you guys all for being so generous. Buzzy is very lucky to have you all, and yeah, we got this little Donald and he's super cute, so Buzzy can keep this forever. He also really kindly surprised us with his little first visit pin. I definitely would have bought him this if they didn't, so again, very, very generous of them. And it's just a little Mickey Mouse on there. It says my first visit. I think it's got the castle on and Tower of Terror on, Animal Kingdom tree, and yeah, really, really special. I was actually really restrained on this trip, and I literally only bought 2 pins. I bought one for me, which is this 50th one, Mickey and Minnie on there, and it's just got the castle and it says 50th, and it's like in the 50th colours. Again, that was the yellow band. And then I got this one for Buzz, which also says 50, but it was the Donald and Daisy one, and considering he loved Donald so much on the trip, I just thought it was the perfect one to get him. So I did, however, get a few new pins via pin trading. I did take my lanyard full of ones that I didn't like so much, so it were just like meh, like nothingy ones to me, and I did intend to like trade them all for ones that I much preferred, but I just found there just wasn't loads of time for pin trading with, like, I don't know, just everything else going on. Like, you know, having Buzz there just made it a completely different trip in like the best way possible, but it just wasn't the time for the stuff that we found the time for before as much. However, I did still manage to do a little bit. Like when it got to the last few days, I was like, I'm not taking home this lanyard full of pins I don't like. Like, I'm going to try and trade as many as I can. So I just traded out, yeah, loads of naff ones I didn't really like for ones that I preferred more. There's still maybe ones that I would still trade on again one day, but I did prefer them. So it's like a little ticket stub, and it just says admit 1. I don't know if you can see that with Mickey Mouse on there. This one is huge. It's just a little Mickey Mouse face, a little Mike Wazowski one. Basically, the pinboard I was looking at was a little bit naff, and I was like, meh, I like Mike Wazowski. And these ones I could probably, like when Buzz is a little bit older, like pop on his lanyard, and he can, you know, he might prefer them. So I thought that was pretty cute too. I got this Rafiki one, Lilo and Stitch umbrella. I got this Remy one because if you don't know, Ollie and I used to have pet rats a few years ago. They've all passed away now, but yeah, we love rats as a pet, and little Remy, you don't really see him knocking about too much, so I got that. I also traded for this little Walt Disney World banner, but yeah, this huge Minnie Mouse one, which I think a lot of these probably are just from like starter sets that other people have traded, so they're probably not like the most like sought after or anything, but I just go for ones that I like and I recognise the characters. However, I think my favourite one that I traded was this one. Basically, my first ever trip to Walt Disney World was in February 2007, and one of my favourite characters is Stitch, and I found this little 2007, or it just says 07 badge, and it's got Stitch on there, and I just thought that was perfect. Like, it's probably quite niche, like probably for a lot of people they don't care about 2007, like unless you were born in 2007 or went in 2007, you're probably not looking for a 2007 pin, but I saw it and I loved it. Sorry, I just had to swap the battery out. Next thing, I will talk about snacks now. Last time we were on the Disney dining plan and we had loads and loads and loads of snack credits left over, and we were able to buy loads of like goodies to bring home with those without actually spending any money. However, last time, most of the stuff we brought back, like the sweets and stuff, they were like nice, but I just wouldn't have like spent money on them. Something I would spend money on though, and I did spend money on, are the M&M Rice Krispie treats. We bought 10 of them and they are $5.99 each plus tax. So I think I ended up spending, we got another snack each in there as well that we ate at the time. We spent about $75 in the confectionery store on 10 Rice Krispie treats and these other 2 ones that we had at the time. I did get 2 bags of the 50th popcorn because I wanted to bring some things home for my nephews, and they didn't really request anything specifically except for one thing each from Target. So I saw this and I thought it was cute, you know, it's in the 50th kind of packaging and nice colourful popcorn. They love a bit of popcorn when they're watching a movie and stuff. So I got this. I don't know if it's a particular flavour, but yeah, this was, how much was it? Did it say? I think these were probably around $6, $7, $8 or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, but I got them one of those each because I thought they looked cute. I wish we could bring back 1 million boxes of these, but we didn't. We just bought back 1 box, but we did actually get through 2 boxes whilst we were out there between us. They are so freaking good for like an after pool snack, or like sometimes even in the mornings or whenever. Frosted sugar cookies. So yummy. They're $3.99 for the box, and they're so good. The first time I tried sugar cookies on our trip before, I was expecting them to be like crunchy, like cookies, but they're not. They're like little cakes, but the ice, it's just so good. So good, guys. If you go to the States, try them. Hugest. I don't know if you can even tell on camera how huge this bag is. I'm not the biggest peanut butter fan, but peanut butter M&Ms are so good. I know everyone goes on about the caramel ones, but they're nice. These are where it's at. Other random little goodies I bought for my nephew. Sweet Tarts Original. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I was just doing my Instacart order and I was just trying to pick up random little things that we don't have at home for my nephews to try. Lifesavers Gummies Collisions. Some Sweet Tarts ropes. And then what they'd asked for my nephew, one of them had asked for Flaming Hot. Do you know what though? I don't think these are what I ordered. A bit too late to say that, isn't it? I ordered these on Instacart, and I'd ordered the Cheetos Flaming Hot Crunchy ones because that's what he'd asked for, and that's what I ordered. But I just realised it says puffs, so he might be disappointed. And my other nephew, his request was goldfish, so we got him some goldfish, and then obviously the popcorn and the other little sweets and stuff. So hopefully they'll like all of that. Next, I will show you some of the Christmas ornaments that we got. I did cheat a little bit with a couple of them, but I'll show you the one we didn't cheat with first. So the first one we got, basically when we went last time, we got like a ceramic one that said like French Quarter, which was the hotel we stayed at. And when we were in our resort, we, like I said, had a little bit of the gift card money to spend, and there wasn't like loads in our gift shop. But yeah, we knew we wanted to get one for this trip, and yeah, the fact that we had one from our other hotel, we thought it could be a cute little tradition that we start. So we got this little ceramic All-Stars tree decoration, and it's just got Mickey on there. It's not specific to music, but it's obviously all 3. So on the back, it's got music logos, sports logos, and movies logos, because they are the 3 All-Stars. But yeah, it's just this nice ceramic ornament, and it will match the other one, and this was $16.99. So this was one that I saw when we were out there, but I didn't actually buy it from the gift shops out there. I saw that Shop Disney UK actually had these, and they had 30% off, so I was like, well, it's actually cheaper to buy them on Shop Disney UK then. So I got this ornament. It is a 50th, again, a tree decoration, but it's a little frame, so we can put a little picture in there of the 3 of us from the trip, and obviously bring it out every Christmas, and I just thought that was really lovely. The ears have got like the kind of art for the 50th, like the different parks. This was £20, but like I said, it had 30% off. And the last decoration, again, I got this from Shop Disney UK because I did not want to risk bringing this home and it smashing, and I just thought I'd rather order it off Shop Disney UK, and then if there were any issues, at least then I could like get it sorted over here. But it is this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, like blown glass, I think is it what it's called, glass bauble. It's huge. It's like Mickey, and it's got like little gems stuck all over it, and it's got the 50th castle in the middle, which is just stunning. Like it's painted like the 50th castle. I don't know how well you can even see that. It's like the pink and the blue, and it's got the little 50th logo, and then on the glass on the front as well, it says Walt Disney World 50. But we did also get Buzzy a little autograph book out there. I think this was either $12.99 or $14.99. I think this was actually the first purchase other than the resort mug that I made, and it was my magic band. I got this silver sparkly magic band. It's like glitter, and I was worried it was going to transfer loads, but it doesn't really. Like, you get the odd speck off, but like barely. And this was expensive though. I think this was like, I want to say $29.99, which I was shocked when I heard them say that, to be honest. I thought it was more like $20, $24, but yeah, it was expensive. And the annoying thing is as well is that I've got one here from our last trip that we got for free, but they don't do them for free anymore. So I could have taken that, but I'd stuck it into my box frame and I didn't want to like faff around with trying to get that out. And then secondly, we did get one free with this booking, which, yeah, you don't get it like as a given for free, but if you book through certain kind of companies, like we booked through Attraction Tickets, and they happen to have a deal on where you got a free one. I will say, I do kind of wish, I don't know, I do love it, but it's just a lot of money to spend, isn't it? But yeah, the free one we got was actually like pretty non-offensive. Like, I thought it was going to be like green and all Star Wars-y because it was a Star Wars one I knew we were going to get for free. But it was actually fine. This was Ollie's one. Grey with a little Chewbacca on there. It just says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And yeah, when it's actually on your wrist, you pretty much only see the grey bit anyway. Probably the most boring thing to show you, but I bought carrier bags. So we've got the big size, which I don't know if it says pricing on there, but I don't think they were that expensive. I think they were around like a couple of dollars each. On the other side, it just says Walt Disney 50th, the most magical celebration in the world. So that was like the biggest size one. We actually bought those because we used them. We had one hanging off our little clip on the pram, which was really handy because basically you have to collapse the pram to get it on and off the bus, and if you've got anything in the basket under the pram, you're like fumbling to try and like hold it all. So to have a little bag on you that you can just like fill it all up with was so much handier. Like, we tried to not use the basket and to just keep everything in the bag. So this has got the castle, Mickey and Minnie 50th, and then it's got 50th on this side with the castle in there, and this one has just got Tink in there and the little 50, and then another little castle design on the back there. Oh, I did get Ollie some Vans from the outlets, but they're probably a bit boring for you guys. He got some Vans from the outlets. I didn't get anything for me from the outlets except for the Minnie Mouse cup because it was just a really hot day and it was quite busy. I did go to Bath & Body Works and I did have a basket full of stuff, and in the end I just thought, do you know what? This is all very heavy. I'm buying it because I'm excited and I love Bath & Body Works, but actually I love Bath & Body Works seasonal the most. Like, their generic stuff is nice, but I could definitely give or take it. I'd much rather save my money and like treat myself when it's autumn and get their Halloween ones, or Christmas get their Christmas ones, Easter get their Easter ones, you know what I mean? Even if I'm buying them from like someone who brings them over, I'd rather do that. But I did get a couple of little bits in Sephora. So the first thing that's in here was actually a freebie. When I was at the tills, they said, oh, if you give us your email address, we will give you a freebie of your choice out of like 3 different options. So I chose the little Laura Mercier one because I love the little translucent powder and I thought that would be really helpful. So it's got, yeah, the translucent setting powder and then also the caviar stick eyeshadow. And the 2 things I actually bought were this Milk Bionic bronzer, and this is just a little liquid bronzer. Basically I've wanted the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Wand, is it? The bronzer one. I use it for the highlight, and I've also got the blush one, which I really love, but the contour one just hasn't been in stock for absolutely ages. It probably is in stock now, I'm saying this, but I saw this and I was like, let's give it a go. So I've not tried it yet, but it's a liquid bronze, so I will let you guys know how I get on. I've never used Milk products before. And then I also got this Tarte Mermaid Skin, like a H2O serum. Meant to be really good for like making your skin nice and hydrated and plump, and I feel like I'm getting old now, guys, to be honest. My skin, I'm so wrinkly, I've got huge crow's feet. So yeah, this was really good price actually. It was down to like $17 or something from like 40 something, really expensive anyway. And yeah, so they're the couple of bits I got from Sephora. I always feel like I could buy loads and loads in there, but the dollar exchange rate isn't that good at the minute, to be honest, and I didn't want to like rush into getting something just because I was like out there and loving life. I'd rather like buy stuff that I actually really want over here, and you know, you can always find discount codes and stuff over here anyway. So yeah, a bit boring really what I got in Sephora, but that's what I got. And I think I think that's everything, to be honest with you. I'm sure I'll turn the camera off and I'll like go and use something that I got out there and be like, oh, I forgot to show him this. But yeah, I think that is everything that I got. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this haul. I'm sorry if it was a bit long. I'm gonna try and edit it down because from what I've been filming, it feels like a very, very, very long time, but I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you liked seeing all the bits I got. Again, let me know if you watched the previous one that I did a couple of years ago. I definitely feel like I went crazier then, and obviously this time I've got a little boy, so I'm buying him like toys and stuff like that. But yeah, we had a really, really great time. But I was being quite restrained because we have just moved house and I didn't want to just fill it with loads of stuff that I thought I would love when we were out there, but then actually get home and be like, what am I going to do with this? Hence why I got like loads of mugs and just things I know we'll definitely use. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy. Please do give this video a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very, very soon for another video. Bye guys. Mwah!